Follow your lead.
Hey guys, Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill. It's your boy Ed, aka Sip, as my partner will call me, and my girl Spill, aka
What's up,
Kim.
y'all?
So today was a big day of the aftermath of what happened on the day before, which
Mhm.
was Sunday, Oscar Sunday. I got hit. I was on social media after we did a recording, and I saw all these things about was that real and did this happen and all this other stuff about the slap with Will Smith and with Chris Rock. And so there was a lot of opinions flying about it. And I saw this at
Talk
first
to
I didn't
me.
know.
Tell me about this here, because your girl was behind covers and working and stuff. So they was
Yeah.
coming at my boy, huh?
Well, no, I made statements. I did videos and I talked about what I felt about it. And I think that people, it's like a divide. Like most of the stuff when it comes to black culture today, there's a divide. And we're starting to realize that there are people who are on different sides of the fence. And I understand that. And the one thing I try to do, and I talk about this the other day with you and I, is I
Mm-hmm.
see things from a perspective. I had a cover conversation with some guys. The guys and the people I had conversation were the people, even on social media. I noticed there was a big difference with people who were married and people who were not married, or people who
Okay.
valued their partners. That's a big difference. Okay. So I titled this particular segment, and I was subtitled talking about the Will Smith thing and the Chris Rock thing. But I titled it Passions for Your Passion. And what I mean by that is that I think that number one, before we get into discussions, I think people should understand context. I'm very funny about context. Context, understanding what the hell we're talking about. You don't just say a word and say, hey, that's the word there. And you don't know if it means go over there or it's their thing or it's all of theirs. It belongs to them. So, or they are coming. So we have to put context of what we're saying. We say the word there. So my thing is, there are people who are, in this case, were saying, well, he didn't went too far. Will Smith went too far. I agree. A human being should not just randomly get up there and assault another human being. I get that. That was an assault. However, I understood why he did it. All I was saying as I was understanding it, it's almost like you put people in context. Like right now, there are a lot of people in jail for selling marijuana. Well, throughout the country, a lot of these states are lifting that law, making marijuana legal again, right? So if you say a person was in jail 10 years ago because he sold marijuana, he has a felony. When he gets out of the jail, what is he considered? A felon, right? And people just say, he's a criminal. He's a felon. Fuck him. The context is he did something by gone. No context. Not he didn't have any family. There was no work in the area. His dad was going to jail. So his only resource was making money through selling weed. Not shooting anybody, not raping, not molesting, not murder, not armed robbery. But because the word felony is attached to it, you just throw it away. No context. So people just say he was stupid and wrong. No, at that moment, I understand. You should not do that. I get that. I do not support or condone that. However, this particular individual had said some shit about his wife a few years ago at the Oscars. Okay. Didn't mean he had a vendetta. It's just like it was already sour. Then recently he had an issue with what happened with all the people making memes and funs about his relationship status. Now, people say, well, you use that same energy against August Alsina, talking about what Will Smith. Well, contextually, August Alsina didn't necessarily do something to him at that moment, right? He didn't say, "Hey, I fucked your wife." It was like, no, they talked about it. He was upset about what happened. So what is he going to do? Fly to whatever August Alsina was having this interview at, go over there and fight him and assault him? No, he wasn't going to do that. He had to go. He had to do it based off where he was at and what was going on. That was not a situation for him to go and fly and assault this man. So when I talk about things, I'm talking about from the standpoint of at that moment, with all the stress, all the things going on with that, Will Smith had wrote a book. In his book, he said, man, throughout his life, he realized that he had been a coward. He watched for so long his mother get abused and people he loved get abused. And he sat back and he didn't say nothing. He had no voice. He had no words. Then he did a movie. And when you do a movie, you have to encapsulate yourself with the very fiber of being of the person you're portraying. You have to become that person. Richard was not that guy. You can't say shit about his family or his wife without any repercussions. So he had become this person portrayed in this film, he had a situation where he felt that he was weak in. He had a situation in front of him that was unfolding. And even though he laughed at it, once you saw your wife, which is your passion, that ignited something in him. And people who don't have a spouse that they fucking love or care about, and vice versa, why the fuck you went out? No, no, no. Until your ass is in that situation, just like a white person telling me how I need to respond to white racism or police authority, you need to shut the fuck up. I don't need to hear opinions about stuff you know nothing about. Just as I don't make opinion about what a woman should do with her body, how it feels to be on a period, or how to have a baby, or what they go through about their crown and their hair. Me having an opinion about something that does not affect me, that I have no passions about, should be I should shut the fuck up. And so my thing is, people have strong opinions. Again, what's right is right, is wrong is wrong. Will Smith should not hit anybody. Nobody hit anybody. Should he have done on the biggest stage? Oh, you made us set us back. If Will Smith, the person who has said and was the model citizen, he was the kid. Think about this. He was the guy rapper that was all clean and he was soft. And then he did the goofy Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was this goofy guy. And he became the superstar. If Will Smith has set himself back 300 years because of that incident, and white people ain't going, and the thems, whoever these them are, he regressed and retarded himself back, then that means he was never there in the first place. Same thing with Chris Rock. Now, so my thought is, I contextualize. That's why I use my words very wisely or very specifically. You I'm okay with you having opinions, but I feel like your opinions are somewhat void if you can't give me any receipts of what you've done in my situation. Show me you being me in this situation at this very moment, and you rose to the occasion, and with all of that veracity and all that shit coming against you, you made a sound decision at this moment. And maybe it was staged, maybe it was bullshit. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know what I would have done in that moment. Would I have been right to overreact? No, but I would have understood. I would have said, "Hey, enough is enough," and I'm sorry. And I'm gonna tell you, and anybody who understands this, because it's like big don't spell bad for me. People say he would do that. I don't give a fuck. At this point, and me and Kim talk about this all the time. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. At this point, when you are dead or you feel like you being attacked and you being murdered at that moment, I would risk it for that moment. So I don't give a damn if it's a locomotive. Just because he was smaller, people say, well, he was small, he calculated. No. See, that's because you're not in that situation. I don't give a damn if it's a train, a plane, an automobile. If they disrespected what I love, what my passions are, I'm going to respond accordingly. And that's that. So that's my opinion on that. So I made a couple of videos earlier, and I don't mean to belabor the point on that, but I made a videos earlier, and I think people need to shut the fuck up and listen to what's going on. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying your points aren't valid, but I think that you should shut up. Because unless you've been in that situation, unless you've had, and just like somebody talking about somebody with children, oh, I would never do my children like that. Show me the children you've raised. Because everybody, for the most part, all the parents have the same fucking languages. We all have the same experiences. Some parents are a little bit better, some parents a little bit worse. But for the most part, there's a similar wavelength that good, decent parents are on. They understand that certain things kids do be a little bit tricky with outside the confines of how we raise them. And so with you not having a child, or you not having a husband or a wife, or you not having a being black or white or Jewish, just like the Jewish people got mad at Whoopi Goldberg for saying something about the Holocaust. They like, listen, your ass ain't Jewish. You need to shut the fuck up. And even though your point may be somewhat, I get it, not us. Go home and talk about it amongst your people. On here, your point, you can say it, but I don't see your place in that. So that's my thought on that. I'm not condoning again what Will Smith did. And then I'm gonna also say this. I personally believe that Chris Rock did a fucking phenomenal job at how he responded. A phenomenal job. That was black excellence at its best. When Will was at his lowest, I think Chris Rock went at his best because Chris Rock could have punched him back. I don't think Chris Rock is a punk. I don't think so. And then he got people, just like everybody else. The rich people got people that are just off-duty cops and mercenaries and hitmen and all that. They got people. So he didn't have to take that. So the way he handled it with grace, he said, I'm gonna let you have that. So I got to give him that too. But people who don't live those lives, I'm very cautious about what I speak on because me and Kim talk about shit we know, not shit we heard. And I'm saying, if somebody said that to even to Kim, somebody said some shit online to Kim, and me and Kim has been friends for the past. We've been doing this show for the past 3 months, 4 months. I care deeply about my partner. This show doesn't go without my partner. Ain't nobody finna slide in and just say, "Yeah, motherfucker." That ain't finna happen. That ain't finna happen. So you telling what you may do with your partner or your co-host may be different what, but this is what is important to me. So people ain't just finna ride down on my people and say whatever, especially people that belong to me and not in the ownership way, but people that are part of my tribe. I'm very tribal and very loyal. So I'm passionate about that because I too have lived that. I've done it and probably did too much. I ain't gonna lie, I probably did too much. But I'll do it again. I'll do it again if somebody's coming from my people. If it's too much, too much. And sometimes we're not always in the capacity to be like, you know what, I'm so mad and I'm seeing real. Let me think and calculate. Did this calculate to the 10th power before I go up here? No, no, nigga, what you talking about, punk? Let's get it. When you coming for my people, we getting it. Over with. I'm not logical at this moment. Yeah, I go back like, damn, I guess I didn't have to smack him. I guess I didn't have to shoot Buddy. And I guess they're because now Buddy's shooting me. Now I got a jail, you know what I'm saying? I got a case. Yes, that makes sense. Wisdom, once you do at a certain point, I get you come back and you revisit it. You know, hindsight is always 2020. It's always clear once you did it, right? But at that moment, it was the perfect storm. And so I talked about this. I'm passing on to my partner. I talked about three things that was important about this show. Number one was the timing. Everything is about timing. Number two, talking about black women's hair. Now, Chris Rock did a show about hair, nappy hair, black women's hair. He did a movie or a show about it. So he should know about black women. But I don't talk about black women's hair. I don't. I support and promote black women's hair. That's a big deal in our community. Black women are that is like more than BBLs and everything else. Hair is that shit. And if you have some opinion about some black woman's hair, you gotta have a problem. You can't. That's the thing. I don't touch it. I don't talk about it. I encourage it, but I don't have an opinion like what's this? What I don't do that. And number three, again, my point was I really was respecting how Chris Rock handled that. He shouldn't have got slapped. Will Smith was over the line. I don't know if it was staged or not. Either way, it was over the line. But as a married man who loves hard, I understand. I'm passing to you, partner.
I mean, I see so many cracks, you know. I don't like to talk about celebrities, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. The way I look at things, and I know things is happening, but the reason why I don't is because we all are just going off what we see on a TV show, a movie, maybe a book they written, which is more to me more in depth than anything we have probably seen. And I feel like we forget the number one thing about them, and that is that they absolutely is human. They're human. I don't give a damn about it being his wife. I don't. I don't give a damn about none of that. Ed and I have what he's saying and how he feel. I agree from where he's coming from where he's thinking in his mindset, how much he loved his wife. That's where that passion y'all see come from. That's what he said, and how much he loved his family and that tribe. When you know what hurts somebody, when you know what matters to somebody, then you know how to hurt them. And on my end, that is very important to me. And that's what makes me who I am. Because that's my job. I need to know what matters to you. Okay. So when I think about this, what come to my mind, because I try to be as oblivious as possible, because there's a whole bunch of other shit going on. I've been asked this question, Ed, all day. So what you think? What you think? And I'm like, man, it's so much shit going on, and y'all giving us that kind of power. But with that said, that's what we do. We got to find something to do. And so, I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning. This one dude called and he was like, look, he said, I'm worried about the goddamn lunches not giving my son the shit he needs. You understand what I'm saying? I've been fighting this forever. I'm worried about the damn school teachers fighting our kids now. You know what I'm saying? My son came home with a black eye. So, I'm just telling y'all to share y'all that. That's how low key this shit means to me. Because A person getting slapped, a person getting hit, a person getting fucked up. You understand me? It's happening every day. If it's your child, if it's your damn woman. You understand me? Ed went to the highest level of respect that all of us know, and that is being married. You know what I'm saying? And he honors. But I can say this. I think that Chris Rock was absolutely excellent in just handling at black excellence and beyond that. As a human black man, as a man, period, getting slapped the shit out of and just go, oh, that's the greatest thing in history. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that code came from the fact that he knew when he needed to shut the fuck up. You understand me? He knew when it was time to be like, oh, I need to be, because he knew that what energy he was getting back, what he was putting down, it wasn't picking up in laughter, not with the Smiths. And so I ain't even gonna touch Will yet. I'm just talking about Chris. So everybody keeps saying he get on here and he laughing and it was a joke and Will should have took it as that. And then Ed just broke it down to y'all like it was, it could have been some low-key beef. It could have been some, subliminal shit that you keeping in your head the whole time with the Smiths, like this is who Chris Rock is. And then listen, guys, this man was paid a serious amount of dollars. And he's been asked not once, but twice. We have always seen Chris Rock get on. He is the man. They're going to ask him to do a show of that caliber. Okay? So his jokes got to be on point. So he knows what's going to hit and get a little laughter from a white and a black person. He has to make them both laugh. Okay? So why not? Just like we do. He doing the same shit he grew up with. And that is, black people, we know this shit. We roast. Whether you do it intelligently, whether you do it hood way, but we roast. When we roast a person, you guarantee basically to get a laugh. So the way I look at it is that Chris was doing what he felt was his best shit. It's the Oscars. Why not? You know what I'm saying? He ain't thinking about all that other shit. I did a movie on women black hair. He ain't thinking about, he truly channeled, GI, and that's how Jada looked. And when they put the pictures together, he couldn't have been more right. That's exactly how they do look. Was it a joke? As Ed would say, was the timing right? Hell no. You know why? Because and I say this all the time, you have to meet people where they at. He chose the wrong night and he chose the wrong joke. Just as simple as that. He really did. And at his time, and who was that? I don't know. Was it Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart. They gave him so much hell. He went on Ellen DeGeneres. Remember, y'all? He was going to host the Oscars. Wasn't the Oscars? And they gave him so much hell, and they didn't want to because he had some other shit that went on. It was like a big old thing, and it was nothing to do with his character of hosting the Oscars. But they did not let him do it. And then they tried to double back, and he said, no, I'm good on y'all. Same thing happened with Jay-Z. They came for Jay-Z, and then they gonna try to curtail how they wanted him to show up. Same thing happened to Tyler Perry. They had to curtail how they wanted him to show up. But being the black man that they are, you understand me, and being human while breathing black is a whole goddamn entity in itself. So Chris did what he had to do, right? So now I'm gonna go to my boy Will. Let me tell y'all something. I know this is where I can speak from. When it comes to my children, I'm knocking everybody the fuck out. Your baby too. I don't give a damn. That belongs to me. That's what I call my tribe. You understand me? If you're in my circle, it's small as fuck. But if you're in my circles, and I'm going to just go ahead and say this when it comes, just don't fuck with nothing with the last name Mitchell. That's it. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my circle. That's my peoples. That's how we get out. And you ain't even, when black people start running and you don't know what the hell they running for? Yeah, that's what we do. You understand what I'm saying? That's how we do. Oh, it's going, what? So that's the kind of reaction that Will had. This man had all kind of shit going on. Now, I can break it all down. I think, Ed, I'm going to let him keep y'all that part surface. But at the end of the day, Will is human. And he loves his wife. And you all know pretty much the end of 2020 and pretty much 21, pretty much last year and all of the remainder of this year, it's just been nothing but the Smiths. Everybody just been talking. They've been in there. I mean, you can't ignore it. It's like, what the fuck? Damn, Jada didn't go crazy. Will didn't go crazy. This red talk shit or whatever. So just like us humans that are not famous, okay, that don't have millions, because at the end of the day, I heard just before I left the work today that they trying to bring some type of charges against them for that. Like they're trying to make him have some type of consequence, will, for doing that. At the end of the day, my thing is he gonna be just fine. From my understanding, he got an Oscar after and was crying and telling everybody and apologizing about it. But at the end of the day, this man is human. I don't feel like there should be any penalization in any kind. Should he have hit? Should he have hit Chris Rock? In my world, hell, motherfucking yeah, knock your ass out. He lucky it was an open hand slap. Cause the where I'm from, you get knocked the fuck out. It ain't it, or you get triggered on. Boom. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know where to go. And guess what? I believe why Chris Rock did the excellence, the black excellence, because he know he had reached that peak. We of all black people, we know when we've reached that peak with another person. And that's just facts. We could walk and be in a damn grocery line, a Walmart girl arguing with the cashier. And she said, yeah, because, we hear somebody say something like, well, what, she putting all this shit in, she got a food stamp card. That's a white woman talking about a black woman. Talking about she got a food stamp card, she this, that. I'm going to come from whatever goddamn aisle I come, and every other black person going to be like, what she just say? Or let somebody call another person ninja. We own that shit like right on rice, ain't we? So how y'all going to dismantle the fact that this man had somebody say something about his wife and you think he ain't gonna step to the plate? I don't give a damn if he did 4-5 kind of shows. He could have just been Ike. He could have just been Ike in a Tina Turner movie. He have every right to react. The man is human. Did this fuck up his career? Listen, then he won the greatest Fresh Prince after all of this fucked up his career. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't. That's what I think. That's why I stay away from celebrities, because I feel like people act like they are not human. And they are. I don't give a damn how big this platform gonna get, because it's gonna get big. I can tell y'all right now, I'm still gonna be the same homie, Kimmy, Kim, and they ain't gonna be the same. And you know why? It's because this is what makes us who we are. And I feel like he was being who he is, and everybody want to judge him now and say you should have did this, you should have get charged. The man is human. And what he was feeling at that moment, when he said what he said, his eyes went directly to his wife. Matter of fact, he was so cool with it. Will straight laugh and some shit I would do. He laughed like, okay, all right, then. Okay, and got the fuck up. You understand me? And so let me bring it to you, to your face. At the end of the day, are we promoting violence? No, we never do. All of us don't. But the shit happen all the time. A man get mad at his wife, or get mad at his woman, get mad at his girl. A woman get mad at her child. We holler off and, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you a child abuser. Damn, you beat women. I'm just saying, this shit happens every day. People stand up for what matter and means to them. And the way Will showed up, because what type of foundation and what he represents to the world and what we've known him to be, he's the bad guy. And it's like, oh my God, poor Chris Rock. Oh my God, Chris ain't phased, y'all. Matter of fact, this shit could have been a whole guy. We could spin it if we wanted to and make it a whole celebrity thing and just got them popping, and now both of their careers sailed. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying my Kimmy Kim take on it is this. If you have anything that matters to you, just like somebody that love their pet, their dog. People say, it's a fucking dog. It's some people that love their damn pets. So you can't understand that pet to them is a part of their family. And when that pet die, or somebody do something to their pet, goddamn coyote ate your little cuckoo, then yeah, you want to go shoot somebody. Or that big ass pit bull you got next door ate your dog, or hurt your child. You want to kill the dog and owner. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying he had a natural reaction. It is natural. And some things is more than others. And we don't know all the background of it. We don't. We can speculate. But all I'm saying is okay. Everything that everybody having their opinions on is true speculation. And when Ed say this, when he say, if you haven't been through it and you don't know what it's like to love something, to cherish something, to honor something, to make something or have something so precious, and that you don't want to see them hurt or in pain in any kind of way, and his job as her husband, as Jada's husband, he was protecting her. He was protecting her feelings, and he was honoring her by smacking the shit out of Chris Rock. That's it. That's what he was doing, y'all. And at the end of the day, No matter what we say, every every woman wants their king to show up like that.
And with
That's
that
my
being
mic drop.
That's a mic drop. Listen, guys, we like you. We love you. Want more of you. Like, subscribe, and share. I know sometimes these subjects be a little bit heavy, a little bit crazy, a little bit, I guess,
We don't need
controversial.
no explanation. That's
But
what we do.
get down with us. Like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment, and we'll holler at y'all.
Yep.
Yep.